Ask a trans person the gender of their pet, and then ask them how they can tell.
I identify as a male. He, him.
You sure about that?
Yes, this is my real voice. Hey guys, what's up? I have 5 cats and 1 dog. Oh, he's a boy.
You sure about that?
Somewhere over there. I got 5 cats though.
How do you know? Here we go.
Gotcha, bitch.
Because he is. I know.
Because he is.
My dog. Trump 2025. No. How about no? Hello, Salvador. What's up? I'm actually getting.
I think it's hilarious how you ignore the question. It is because you won't admit sex determines gender.
New See, yeah, probably won't have time.
Damn. I always find these videos hilarious when they pop up, and yeah, he didn't want to answer the question, so he just did the easy route and blocked him. It's almost like when you present reality and factuality to these people, they just have a complete malfunction.
What is a trans woman? A trans woman is a woman, just like any other woman.
Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination.
Hi there, quick question for someone who's a little more educated than me. Where should I go?
What do you mean?
I'm trans, and I live in America.
Okay.
I think that's all I need to say for the question to make sense. And I would love for this to be a resource that people could share with other trans people in a similar position to me. Where should I go?
I got a good one. Go to work.
Get a goddamn job, Al. You got a negative attitude.
Then just walked up to me and she said,
I said that is Donald Trump's wall to keep out women.
What?
What is he keeping women out of?
The way he talks about women, the way he downgrades women.
What's an example of that?
When he, just the way he treats his wife, the way he treats other women.
How does he treat his wife?
Watch the video of the inauguration. And
What did he do?
he walked away from her. He could care less about her.
Oh my God, we need to impeach him now.
Yes, we do.
Like yesterday, he walked away from her at the inauguration?
Well, yeah. As soon as the car pulled up, he stomped ahead and left her to fend for herself.
Oh my God.
And then, it's just, if you watched him with the Queen, he's marching right ahead of her. It's just his disdain for women. How about the fact that he was on record saying that he can walk right up to a woman and grab her. That's pretty bad.
Well, I think what he was talking about is the type of woman who will allow a rich and powerful man to do anything that he wants. And that type of woman does exist.
I have no answer to that kind of comment that you just made.
They're called starfuckers.
Whatever.
This guy's hilarious, and that is so funny. Like, are these people just coming up with new stupid things to say? Pointed to a wall. I don't even look like a wall, it just looks like a building. But he's keeping women out. Like, what the hell is going on, man? Someone check that guy's hard drive. Peaceful protest. I know this is a clip before Trump was elected, but it's still funny, and it just shows how sensitive and aggressive some of these people are, because they said in the video it's a peaceful protest, but it's anything but that. It's anything but that. They're so quick to get caught up in their feelings.
I am. I'm having my cat. I'm much happier about having gone through it. And it saves the lives of the kids who actually do go through with the hormone treatment. And you know, they don't actually, what actually happens is they get, what actually ends up happening is when they're that young, usually it'll end up being just hormone blockers, which are completely reversible. Completely reversible if they decide that's not what they want.
Is this guy going to blink?
The thing is that actually going through puberty is so traumatic for some of these kids. It made me so detached from my body, and I can't undo that. I can't undo the puberty that my body went through naturally. But you can stop taking. You can stop taking the hormone blockers if you want to. It's okay to do that. And these kids that actually the vast majority. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. No, it is absolutely true. That is incorrect. That is absolutely.
I don't know if this guy knows what a shower is, because it looks like he hasn't used one of them in a hell of a long time. And I think he should really consider it.
Here, trans women are more afraid of you in the bathroom than you are of us. We see what is being said about us, that we are supposedly these predators that are going into bathrooms to do unspeakable things to innocent people. Obviously, that's not true, but it does.
Well, it looks like it's pretty true to me. You're literally filming a video in a bathroom while someone is probably sat on the toilet listening to a video of you saying you don't do weird things in bathrooms when you're literally doing a weird thing in a bathroom.
It doesn't matter because people who don't know any better believe it's true. And that means that every time we step foot in a woman's bathroom, there's fear. Fear that someone will attack us or accuse us of something we didn't do. But why don't we just use the men's room, you say? Well, it's because it's about more than just the bathrooms. This is about the world accepting us for the women that we are. And that's a battle we won't back down from. Not just for us, but for young trans people who are growing up in a world that refuses to accept they exist. So
it doesn't matter what bathroom you go in. You've still got to use the pole, the same as we all do, us fellas. So, and they always say like everyone just needs to chill out about bathrooms. Well, they're the ones that are so obsessed about going in the women's bathroom.
I just thought about opening the packages. People are being so mean. I just want to enjoy things the way that I enjoy them. And not have be a problem.
I can't do this.
Don't let them get you down, honey. You're good enough.
What in the cringe?
They're calling me a thing. I know. And they're trying to make themselves feel better by putting other people down. Yourself like you do, and it's so important for people to see. I'm not doing a bad thing. No. You're doing such a good job. Okay. Hey, and I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, I can agree. Sending hate to people online and all that, I can agree. It's not a good thing that happens. But the process of this video is what makes me laugh. You know, meltdowns happen, they do. And they're not exactly scheduled, are they? Oh, I'm going to have a meltdown on Tuesday at 7 PM. Make sure the camera's ready. These two set the camera up and then went, right, that meltdown thing, let's do that now and make sure we get it on video. How does that happen then?
261,000.
How much do you owe? 550,000. How much do you owe? 383,000. How much do you owe?
580,000.
How much do you owe?
265,000.
How much do you owe?
366,000.
How much do you owe?
Do you have a job? No.
46,000.
How much do you owe?
78,000.
How much do you owe?
These are the same people that say your body, your choice, and now they're on the street doing this, complaining about the system put them in debt, even though they had the choice to go there, and they put themselves in debt trying to get an education. That's no one else's fault. You made the choice, mate. That's like me going to get a finance on a car and then going out on the street a week later saying, I've been ripped off here, I'm a victim. I went and bought the damn thing.
I genuinely don't even know how this could happen again, and like I'm supposed to be getting ready for work right now, and I'm just so I just can't believe this shit.
People are still crying
I
about
just
this?
moved back to my hometown, and I moved in with my dad, and this is nothing like I remember it from when I was a child. Like, my hometown is so MAGA now. Like, everyone is a Trump supporter, and they're under this guise of, he's the Christian option, or like whatever.
People are still making videos and crying about this. This is old news. People really got to get over it and just get on with their lives.
They're just, if they actually read the fucking Bible and looked at Jesus' message, they would see that Jesus was a socialist. Oh my God, I just feel like I'm going crazy.
Yeah, you are.
He didn't vote like he... I don't even know, like, why would he vote like that if he cared about me as a person, as a woman, as his daughter? It just feels so, like, embarrassing, and I feel so disgusted. I don't even know how I'm supposed to continue staying here, or like...
The only thing embarrassing is this video. The election happened ages ago, and we're still seeing videos of people crying, getting upset. You know, they've moved with family, and they're seeing Trump this, Trump that, and they're still crying about it. And you're really making a video and saying, how could your dad do... Like, why can't people keep politics and family separate? The election happened a long time ago. People can vote for who they want. It's happened. It's been and gone. Life goes on. We've all got work on Monday. Picking up my hormones so my face gets more feminine.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you so much. I'm here to pick up a prescription for Gwyneth McMullen.
Yikes.
What's your date of birth?
11/1/96.
Why are you doing that?
Can you go ahead and make a selection on the screen for me? And it is 27.69.
27. Thank you.
$12.31 here for you.
Thank you.
Oh, go ahead and hit accept and sign for me.
Oh, perfect.
I love your t-shirt.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
What, you made it?
No, it's from TikTok Shop.
Oh,
yeah.
It's so cute.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Have a good day, thank you so much.
What I'm trying to figure out is, what was the purpose of that video? Is he ripping the sign down? He's not even man enough to rip a sign down. How embarrassing. Come on, mate, you can do it. Of course, this sensitive snowflake here saw the sign, decided to try and rip it down, and he made himself look like an idiot in the process because he wasn't even man enough to do that.
This is completely different. You can still visit your families in American jail. Your parents, they can call you, visit you.
Because you're an
when
American
you are
citizen.
She's holding a sign saying, "We love our immigrants."
Right.
Which is a privilege you get as an
deported,
American
you are
citizen.
taking these children away from their parents.
Whoa!
Hey, you! Get him!
Get over here. Get over here.
Get over here!
What a weirdo.
Is that the coffee? Yep. Hey, Nico, you can just show his face. Hey, man, how you doing? What is your name, and why did you pour the coffee on Cam Higbee? What's going on, man?
Yeah, why would you do that?
Why are you on these people? Whoa! I don't appreciate you pouring coffee on.
I think these people have just been doing this stuff and getting no consequences for their actions for the longest time, and that needs to change. Loving and compassionate strikes back.
I think anyone can become a woman.
Yep, but not anyone will.
Okay,
What?
so then at what point do they become a woman?
It will depend on where they are in their gender transition for the most part.
Does it require drugs to become a woman?
No. Personally,
Oh yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know I'm actually a black woman, so I hope you guys respect that.
I think it's a mindset. It's a spiritual energy. It's the vibe that you give off. You know, like
The vibe. So if being a woman or a female is a mindset, can
Right.
your age also be a mindset? Can you choose to be, can you just say I feel 14, which is a classifiable mental condition, by the way?
so. I will say, yes, I know people that act way younger than they actually are, and
Act.
I love acting way younger than they actually are, and I know
Act. There's people who act like women. There's women who act like men. It's all an act. It's not real. Finally, we're getting somewhere.
people that, you know, like act way older than they are, and they, you know, and they pride themselves in that, and I think...
Okay, fair enough. So if a 35-year-old man claims he's 14, should we have any problem if he wants to have sex with another 14-year-old?
No.
If your identity is an energy or a feeling that can change, why would it be wrong for a 35-year-old to say he's 14? Therefore,
Because he's not.
But then how is someone who has male parts a woman if he's not a
I feel
woman?
like that's two different
It's
things.
Why?
different because
It's
you
a
can't go
mindset,
back
isn't
in
it?
time.
Your age isn't a mindset. I mean,
But then why is your sex or your gender a mindset and your age isn't?
Guys, don't worry. Don't worry. We all have bad days when we feel stupid, but let me just remind you, me and you are like Einstein compared to these people, because they actually said all that and believed it. They actually believe the absolute waffle they're talking. That just blows my mind. Their parents went through a lot, worked hard, had the baby, held the baby, thought, yeah, this is an amazing, beautiful thing. And then they grew up and said this shit.
Dumb racist towards white people. No, you can. I stand on it. You cannot be racist towards a white person. When historically, white people are the only people. Don't.
What's white privilege? Ma'am, can you answer that question? What's white privilege?
White privilege? You! All the men in the military.
I can get your head out of your own. Go home and cry to your mom, and walk all shaky the whole way back. Nobody wants you here. And that's that.
Why does this person look like a character from Grand Theft Auto San Andreas? What the hell?
Cheers!
I don't think these people understand that getting in people's faces, hiding your identity, screaming and shouting and acting like an angry child doesn't mean you're right.
The existence of trans people.
If you mean lying, I won't lie. But every human being is made in the image of God, and so they deserve human rights.
It's lying to... I'm confused. What...
It is a lie to call somebody
By
a sex...
that they prefer.
To call them a pronoun that is not rooted in reality. Let me ask you, can anyone become a woman?
It doesn't have anything to do with me, so yes.
Okay, look, if a biological man came next to you in your dormitory or locker room, would you be okay with that?
If they came next to me,
And started
sure.
changing next to you?
Sure. What does that have to do with me?
A naked man comes next to you in the locker room and just starts saying, hey, how you doing? You have no issue with that.
If it was someone that identified as a woman and they weren't hostile towards me, no, I wouldn't mind.
Okay, so there's a mental delusion out there where people think that they are 12 years old. Should we affirm that?
No.
Okay, so then if we don't affirm that mental delusion, why should we affirm the mental delusion where men who think they are women or women who think they are men?
Because there's a power, like, problem
Power?
with age.
And there's no power problem between men becoming women? Or going into locker rooms or winning female trophies or winning female sports?
There can be, but it's all about people being comfortable and being respectful.
You see, this is where we have a difference. So you look at the world through trying to accommodate the comfort of the oppressed. We look at the world through right and wrong, moral and immoral, and just and unjust. We don't care about making people comfortable. We care about what is right. We care about the protection of women.
Yeah, and these people all say they're about the truth and protecting women when the things they're advocating for are putting women in danger. So you've got this minority speaking on behalf of everyone else, and then everyone else has to deal with these people's stupid ideologies and opinions.
I hate Donald Trump. I hate Elon Musk.
Okay.
I despise JD Vance. What a disgusting, despicable human being. His poor wife, as dumb as she is to stay with him. Listen, I denounce racism. I denounce ableism. I denounce homophobia. I denounce transphobia. I denounce Yahtzees.
But hating someone you don't know, that's fine.
I denounce black erasure. I denounce indigenous hate. I denounce misogyny. Fuck the patriarchy. Okay? So when you tell me I have TDS, thank you. I'm happy to. Here's the fucking definition, in case anybody doesn't know. It's not something to be ashamed of. It's like
a term used to describe criticism or negative reactions to President Donald Trump that are perceived to be irrational and have to have little regard for Trump's actual policy positions.
when y'all tell a clearly cis person, oh, you look trans.
Cis
oh, you must
person.
be gay. Like, what did Lady Gaga say? What about it? There's nothing fucking wrong with it. I know where I stand. Your fucking opinion on what's irrational or not doesn't fucking matter to me. You're living a life of being completely irrational. You vote for something against your own interest. I don't know how much more irrational it can get. But if your views align with mine, follow me. I'll follow you back. I'll comment. I'll engage with your shit. If you're a MAGA, this isn't a safe place for you.
We don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
Yeah, she was right when she said, your opinions don't matter. We know that. We know that. If you have a different opinion to her and you voted for Trump, whatever, this isn't a safe place. These people are so flipping worried about safe places. These people need to walk through life wearing crash helmets because they just want everywhere to be a safe place and comforting, and everything's about your feelings and being accepted. Truth hurts sometimes. It does. Get over it.
Women do not have to be nice to you.
Why not?
Women can be rude to you.
Why?
They don't owe you anything. They don't owe you their kindness. They don't owe you their friendship. They don't owe you an explanation. They don't owe you anything.
Not sure what the megaphone's about, like it was going to make a difference to the bullshit she was about to spill. She's using a megaphone when her phone is literally 1 meter away from her face. Sums up her IQ, doesn't it?
We're with an independent FSU news organization. The FSU chapter of the NAACP released a statement saying that this event was hateful, inspiring violence to Black, LGBTQ, and marginalized students on campus. How do you feel about this comment?
Did you follow up and ask them what their evidence was?
You were talking about Martin Luther King Jr. and said that he has a troubled past and that the Civil Rights Act of the 1960s was a, quote, horrible mistake on the part of the U.S. government. There may be actions taken because of that belief that you have.
So different opinions make people feel unsafe at FSU?
They believe that it has a greater movement behind it, yes.
Right, so did you ask them, like, are you a child? Let me be very clear. The world is a really dangerous place where lots of people have different ideas. Just because someone comes and has a voluntary event and has different perspectives should make you feel unsafe. I've done this so
literally what I was saying to the last clip, yeah. It's people are wrapped in cotton wool these days.
many times, happy to do it again. Went ending segregation good, going so as far to create a permanent affirmative action, basically diversity, equity, inclusion, Leviathan within the Department of Justice. Do you know of one instance where the NAACP has spoken out against the lack of fathers in black homes in Tallahassee?
I can't speak on anything.
That's interesting. So the NAACP will make this huge thing saying Charlie Kirk is dangerous and unsafe, and yet they won't go to the black community. Hey, we need more dads. Newsflash, dads not being around in black communities is a much bigger threat to the livelihood of Black America than Charlie Kirk coming to Florida State University for 3 hours. Maybe the NAACP should stop trying to keep on ginning up this mythology of racism in the country and go after some of the core issues of what's been driving this country and Black America towards worse and worse socioeconomic results.
Yeah, Charlie Kirk always hits the nail on the head, doesn't he? And these people come up to him, queue for hours, and then they complain that they're being forced to stuff when they voluntarily walked up and spoke to him on camera. Like, they made a choice to do that. They don't have to speak to him or stand there. It's like wherever these people go, they just bring the victim mindset card with them for everything they do.
In my mind, then it'd be okay.
Hey, Metsman 2024 gang. Hey, what's up with you?
Why are you speaking like a black rapper? At your age, you sound like a fool. Carry yourself well. You're a young man. You're a young man. Carry yourself with pride.
Yeah.
Speak articulately. Don't speak like that. Pull up your pants. Okay. You're a good-looking guy. You have a bright future ahead of you. All right? My name's Aldo. That's okay. Hey, don't be embarrassed. Be an articulate young man and carry yourself with pride, all right? Yeah. All right. Have a good one, man. God bless you.
Good advice.
Dude, you're good, man.
No, you're right.
You're good. That's a good one.
He said I just got embarrassed.
As he should be. But that's okay. We make mistakes when we're kids.
Yeah, I can agree. People that talk like this, there's loads of people around my way talk like this, and it's just not appealing. You just sound stupid. And it's funny because the comments are all saying that the guy who said that is racist and this and that, and people are hating on him, sending him threats and all that. And it's like, it seems a bit one-sided because I've seen many black people joke about acting white and being white and saying something is white. You know, it's funny, which it is. It's a joke. I'm fine with that. We all joke about stuff. But the same people saying this guy's a racist and threatening people, the same people joking about white this, white that, and white people do this, white people are like that. So it can't be one over the other, can it?
Excuse me, ma'am. Quick question for you. You think it's okay to date a man for money?
100%. I think if your man doesn't have money, you should leave him.
So why wouldn't you date a broke guy?
Because he's broke. I need to be able to go out to dinner. I need my nails done, my hair. I mean, like, we need stuff.
I mean, but I think that if he treats you right and he's got like a plan,
maybe if he has a plan to make money, but like if he just plans on being poor and living off me, like I'm pre-med. I don't need some poor ass man leeching off me.
So if you met a guy and
poor, I wouldn't meet a guy that was poor. I wouldn't meet a poor man.
So it's the problem when we say we don't want a woman leeching off us, then that's an issue.
I only meet rich men.
So you don't think that puts you in a gold digger category?
100%, I think it puts me in a gold digger category, but I think if you're pretty enough, it doesn't matter.
And you think the men watching this would agree?
Look at her friend. She's looking at her thinking, what a donut. What is she talking about?
100%.
That you're worth the
100%.
The wanting that man to spend and spoil.
Yep, 100%. Cause like, why am I gonna like, you know, spend all my money on a man? I'm a surgeon.
Yeah, I don't know where she got her delusions from, but it's not gonna work out for her. It really isn't. It really, really isn't. And this really is feminism in 2025. It got a lot of these women thinking that they're, you know, a 10 out of 10, a prestige woman. You know, I'm not saying we shouldn't provide for women and protect them. We all should, but the shit she is saying is just stupid, and if anything, it's a red flag and should be avoided at all costs. Even a friend don't agree with her.
Do you think our system has flaws?
Yeah, there's no perfect system.
Okay. Do you think any of those flaws might have to do with some sort of discrimination?
No, none at all. And if they are, then we need to point them out, which no one has put it out there that specifically this is discriminating specifically against that race. Most of the things that we hear about, specifically when it comes to criminal justice and everything else, has to do with classes more than it has to do with race.
Wealth classes?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. But don't you think wealth classes is related to race?
Do it, then we wouldn't be talking about white people and black people. We'd be talking about black people versus Asians then. Because Asians are the top class when it comes to wealth.
Okay.
I just think some people strive to be, you know, the level 100 victim. And that's a pandemic in itself today. The victim mentality, the victim mindset through anything and everything seems to be a top priority for some people in their lives. And it's just, I don't advocate for living like that because you're just going to live a very miserable and negative life. And this is the thing, these people should know better. If anything, you know, they're paying for an education. They should know that a lot of racism is just a taught thing. Because when we're kids, we don't give a shit what color someone is or if they've got money or not. That kids don't care about that. They just see someone, do you want to be my mate? Yeah. You know, kids just want to have fun. All this stuff is taught, all this political bullshit is taught and spoon-fed to people to make them believe these things. People build bridges between other people because of, you know, it could be political reasons or what car they drive, what race they are. People do that. And this stuff is all taught. It's not something we ever cared about when we were younger.